Hello, welcome to the community kitchen at home. Today we are gonna do some easy side dishes that we could enjoy with our barbecue. Um, Changing the protein part of the barbecue is harder to do. So if we change the sides, it will make it look like a completely different meal. So I have a few things that I would like to show you. The first thing I would like to show you how to stuff is can we do a Mediterranean stuffed tomato. So the first thing we do is we just remove the top part and try to score it a little bit like this, and then try to remove the pulp just like that. You could remove more of it if you like, but I mean it's nice fresh tomato, so we could do like that. So this would be ready. If it's if it's too much, like you want to make smaller portions of it, all you have to do is like slice a tomato in half like this and use both sides of it. So you could take out a little bit, or you could just leave it as like this, since it's already thin. So those are two ways that we could stuff them. Now what can we put in it? Like I mentioned, it's a Mediterranean recipe, so it's gonna have feta cheese in it, some diced red onions are really nice with this, some fresh mint and French oregano. If you don't have any of those fresh, you could replace them with the dry herbs. That's fine. If you have the Italian herbs, would work great with this one. It's very simple. It's just like that. The last thing we have to add here, maybe we could put a pinch of black pepper and some olive oil. We mix it. Sometimes the simpler the recipe, the better it is. So you don't have to, complicate things. Simple things like this will go really well with any meat. Like if we stuff our tomato with it. Obviously this is made to stuff 3 to 4 tomatoes. Just finish it up like this and make it nice and clean. You could add a little bit more. You notice I didn't put any salt, obviously, because of the high salt content in the feta cheese usually. So this could be eaten just like that, cold, as a side, or you could put it on the barbecue while you're doing your meats and stuff like that for just maybe 5 minutes to warm it through, and you serve it with your barbecue meat. So this is the first one I wanted to show you. Now we're gonna move to the second one. The second one would be the baked potato. Now we all love baked potatoes, and I usually slice it in half, but this one is pretty thin, so I'm just gonna remove the top part of it like this, and I can also make a little more room for the stuffing by removing some of the potatoes. We're not gonna let those potatoes go for a waste, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna add them to the stuffing. So we'll make a nice boat with it like this. Like I said, if the potato is thicker and bigger, you slice it in half, and you don't have to do the removing of the potatoes. You just pile it on top of the slices. So today I'm using broccoli. This is like a little blanched pieces of broccoli that I did earlier, and let them cool down and drain this. Make sure there's no moisture in them as much as you can. And to that, we're gonna add a little bit of cheddar. And I have here some red peppers and some jalapeños, which will go really nice with it. So we'll add that too. And I have some Italian herbs, a little bit of dry garlic, dry onion, and some black peppers. So those all go into the mix. Toss them well. We have one more thing here. I melted some cream cheese because I wanted two things to combine together and have something to, to bring the ingredients together. So I melted a little bit of cream cheese, which will do that for me. Now, what I have to do is just mix it really well. Now here you could add breadcrumbs, you could add quinoa, you could add rice, you could if you want to build it up, but most recipes call for some breadcrumbs. I'm gonna make it like healthier, lower carb, so I'm just gonna be stuffing it with those ingredients today. That's it. Now we just have to fill the cavity, pile it up really well, because when you put it on the barbecue or you bake it in the oven, whatever you like, it's gonna come down a little bit and it's gonna not look like too stuffed. Now the other last thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add a little bit more of this cheddar cheese on top, just like that. And we're gonna either put it on the barbecue for like 15 minutes maybe while you're doing your meats, to melt the cheeses, because the rest of the potatoes baked, like I said, the broccoli is blanched already. So what I could have done too, I could have added the potatoes to the filling too, so it wouldn't go for a waste. So I will just chop it and add it into the mix. That will also be another option. And that's it. What other things that we could stuff are like portobello mushrooms, like this one, beautiful. But what we have to make sure that before we stuff it, we need to remove the gills. So just by using a spoon like this, we could remove, just by going like this, see, you could remove the gills from it, and then we stuff it after that. Other things we could stuff are peppers. We cut it in half, we clean it up like this, and we could put the same stuffing. If you put rice on quinoa with the peppers, will be a great thing. Same for the portobello mushrooms. It works so well with rice, and it makes it more like filling, and it becomes even like a full meal for a vegetarian person, for example. So I'm gonna grill this until it melts and looks really nice, and I'm gonna warm up the tomato too, and I will be back and I will show you the final presentation for it. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is the baked potato that I stuffed. So it was pre-baked, and then I stuffed it, and then I grilled it. And this is the tomato. That's also, so this one was stuffed, like I said, like I've shown you before, with the broccoli and the peppers and the cheeses. And this one is the Mediterranean one, which could be served hot or cold. And this one is the portobello mushroom. Like I said, they go great with kebabs, with chicken wings, like here, with a burger, with a grilled chicken breast. But technically, they go with anything, pork chops, whatever you have on the grill. Those would be great with it. So I hope you give them a try. Like I said, you could build it up with add some rice to it, especially if it's a pepper stuffed one. Quinoa is great. Breadcrumbs is another option. There's so many things that you could change. You could stuff zucchinis, whatever, like I said, and peppers and stuff like that. So it's very versatile. I hope you give it a try and you enjoy it, and with your next barbecue. And as always, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the City of Toronto and the Community Services Partnership Program, for their support to us, and to make this program possible. And I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.